Welcome, everyone. Welcome to purplelunarose Tarot and Astrology. Tonight, I'm going to be doing a surprise pick a card. I am going to be looking at 2024. I actually offer this reading in our Etsy shop and exclusively over on our new PLR website. But we're going to do a mini version tonight. You may hear some noise, some music in the background. It shouldn't be too loud. Diana. Don't forget, guys, we are streaming on 3 platforms. So we're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, all at the same time. So I just got back in from, hi Sandra. I just got back in from the Christmas parade, the town Christmas parade. So I'm just now getting ready. I know I had it scheduled a little earlier, and then Diana reminded me. She's like, I'm not gonna make it. I have my our town holiday, and I was like, oh my goodness. Hi Pooja. I'm hoping to see some different faces. I'm so glad to see you, Pooja. I figured it'd be a different time, so we're on a little bit later than normal, right? Bear with me as I'm getting ready, y'all. Look at Facebook coming in. Hello. All right, so here's what we're doing tonight, y'all. I'm gonna do 5 groups. I am all caught up in Etsy, y'all, so I didn't get to do too much tarot today. So I thought we'll do 5 groups. So you can pick between groups 1 and 5. And I'll show you guys again before we get started. But what we're looking for is we're going to look at love, money, and spiritual growth. Love, money, and spiritual growth. And remember, guys, if you want the full reading, I do offer this reading exclusively on our new PLR website. And the link is always going to be in the description box of the video. All right, guys, I'm almost ready. I got some new tea, y'all. I found sweet tangerine tea, and it's this yogi tea. I'm not trying to advertise for them or nothing, but I think it's super cute. I mean, it's good tea, but I think it's super cute. It has these little sayings like on the back. This one says, "Unity is the way of grace and harmony." And then Spencer is coming down to snort at us. So if you hear him, bless his heart. All right, I am going to timestamp. As long as they don't copyright us for the music, it should stay up. All right, so I've pulled out, Miss L gifted me The Power of Love Activation by James Van Praagh. We're going to use that for love. Diana gifted me The Angels and Ancestors. We're going to use these for money. And then I've pulled out the Heal Yourself reading cards, and I'm going to use these for spiritual growth. These are really hard to find, y'all. When I first started following my purpose, Spirit led me to the cards that I was supposed to get. And then Spirit led y'all to me to give me the cards that I was supposed to get, right? And I would say that I haven't had any issue with any of the cards that I've used. I definitely feel like it's a gift given to us. And tarot and oracle is a tool, right? But I find it interesting that it's like I can pretty much do any spread. Spencer wants a card pull too, huh? Nah, he was just being nosy. And then I've pulled the Blessed Be Oracle out, and I'm actually going to read them from the book, and that's going to be the guidance for each group. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Let's do 645 for group one. So group one's going to be a little bit of our guinea pig. I actually did this last year. We did a pick a card for 2024. All right, so we're going to start Power of Love. I'm looking for one card, please. One card. Elevation comes out. It says you're making the conscious decision to raise your vibration of love. All right, so group one, leveling up, right? We're definitely, collectively, I feel like leveling up ourselves, and then in turn, who we accept into our energy, right? Loyalty was on the bottom. All right, group one, we're looking at money. We have the trader card. Exchange energy to create abundance. Beautiful. I knew this was going to be the right deck for the money. All right, and now let's look at spiritual growth for group one. Courage card comes out. Having to travel, go, I almost get like the night type of energy, like having to travel to unknown lands, go somewhere off on your own. It's definitely could be this energy of separation for those of you that are on the twin journey. And then the dreams card is on the bottom. All right, so before we get to guidance, let's pull a little tarot. Can you guys hear the music in the background? All right, group one, 2024. Let's look at elevation first. All right, so Ace of Wands comes out and Two of Swords comes out. So I feel like 2023, you could have felt stuck. You could have felt like there wasn't really very many good options. So Ace of Wands is telling me like there was purpose for that, there was reason for that. Maybe you had to spend some time on your own. I feel like that's what I'm having to do now, right? Sometimes before we pick the next person, we need to work on ourselves first, right? And it is so that we can heal, so we can make better choices. All right, let's look at the trader card. Remember, the trader card was jobs. I love that the Eight of Swords comes out in reverse. And then we have Three of Cups. You could be going into like a partnership or a team. Remember the group one, the card said exchange energy to create abundance. And then you have Three of Cups. Those three ladies are definitely exchanging energy to create abundance, right? But Eight of Swords says that It came out in reverse, so it is this energy of like the self-restriction is lifted. For me, this was like fear to collaborate, I feel like, right? So if you picked group one, it's like in 2024, you could be doing a lot more collaboration. Three of minds could be like minds, right? Tribal members. All right, the courage card flies out, the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is about having healthy boundaries. I think that's the spiritual growth is you start to enforce your boundaries, right? Group one, and we have judgment coming out, so strong Scorpio energy coming out. But judgment is going to be your purpose. So the reason that you start um, enforcing your boundaries is because you're following your purpose. Group one. All right. So let's do a guidance card from the Blessed Bee Oracle. No music. Sweet. That's awesome. I mean, I wish I could share with y'all, I promise, but it kind of stinks when we get in trouble. We're kind of in trouble right now, just a little bit. We've pissed somebody off. It's okay. I do it well. And then Spirit takes care of it for me. All right, let's do guidance for group one. All right, so we have a blessing of forgiveness, and it's number 51. I feel like there was some sort of issue that definitely could have been causing the holdup. I feel like it's going to be in the love department, but I feel like the holdup could have been caused, like it could have held up your spiritual growth. It could have held up anything with energy exchange and career. And it was because of something that was like fated, destined. So, in other words, you had to go through it, experience it for some reason. A blessing of forgiveness, again, it's like there was purpose, there was reason. So, there's not necessarily like fault to be blamed, right? Or like to be laid at someone's feet. It was like, again, destiny, fate. All right, let's look at it. Number, it's 31. 31. All right, a blessing of forgiveness. It says, a blessing to be able to be free of the burden of grudges and vengeance, a prayer to help you open up to the blessing that is forgiveness. Forgiveness is a tricky beast, and yes, for all, it is gentle word. It is a great beast, forgiveness. For when we seek to forgive, we must wrestle with the wrongdoing that lies at the heart of our resistance to let go of the pain we are holding on to. When we need to forgive, it is often that we are too raw, too far away from justice to be able to even touch the sides of the balm of forgiveness. Yet staying angry for long periods of time can develop into a compacted bitterness, and bitterness is a gall to all who wish to live freely. It is a struggle to forgive when we are in the midst of fallout of another person's action. There is great deal of victim blaming within our cultures, but in older times in the Celtic world, there was restorative justice, and it would have gone a long way to forgiveness. It says, may the blessing of this self forgiveness be bestowed upon you now. All right. So, group one, clearly, I feel like forgiving a love relationship, and that was what was keeping you stuck. All right, let's clean up and move on to group two. So I feel like group one came out pretty easy for the tester, right? Stephanie on Facebook. My Gilded Tarot is getting so old. They are so worn. All right. Sandra says they get over it. They do get over it. And then they come back. I know. All right, let's timestamp group 2. Let's do 1622. All right, 10 minutes is pretty good. I like that. All right, so group 2, love, money, and spiritual growth. We're going to start with love, power of love activation. All right, so we have empathy. You feel and understand the emotions of another in the service of love. And then purpose also came out. I'm going to stick with just the empathy card, but I'm going to go ahead and read the purpose card. It says you possess the determination and dedication to consciously demonstrate love. So group 2, I feel like whatever, again, it's almost very similar to group 1. It's like whatever you went through in the love department for 2023 was part of your purpose, part of your fate, destiny. And empathy says that I feel like you're learning to understand others. I feel like this is really where I'm at in my journey, group 2. Um, I I was definitely like upset about my past love relationships, and definitely wanted to lay the blame, at the feet of the people that I had dated, right? And it just really wasn't until recently that I feel like one spirit allowed me to see the traumas of certain people, like why certain people act a certain way. But I feel like spirit allowed me to see that so that I could see how they were reflecting my own traumas back to me. So we talked about it last week a lot. Like we choose the people that we're in relationships with based on our own level of healing. So for example, I feel like I didn't explain this very well last week, but it's like what I mean by that is like if I'm not healed, if I'm still um lashing out in my traumas, then I'm most likely going to choose or pick someone that's not in my best interest, right? It's not someone that's healed themselves or doing good on their own life path, right? It's like we tend to choose people that are also hurt and are also, um, needing some self care and self healing. So I feel like empathy is telling my ears are on fire. But I feel like empathy is telling me, group 2, that you're really starting to understand why you had certain relationships, and you're really starting to understand. Um, it's like you're learning to have compassion for the ones that you probably didn't think you would have compassion for. And like I said, group 2, this is happening to me too. So, I mean, I feel like this is kind of like just part of our spiritual awakening, right? Yes, Sandra says it perfect. Same frequency as our unhealed selves. Yes, perfect. All right, group 2, let's look at money. So I have traveler, move in a new direction. All right, so if you picked group 2, you definitely could be like moving jobs, moving location for a job, maybe just like doing something completely different, right? All right, let's look at spiritual growth, and then we'll pull some tarot. We have the patience card. I'm waiting for some offer. Definitely. I see the lady at the well, and the soulmate card is on the bottom. So it's like big confirmation. You're waiting for your soulmate. So empathy group 2. I mean, if you're watching me, you're probably on a very specific journey, right? So I feel like I'm talking to someone that's in that. Um, I feel like this journey is in stages. Do you guys feel that way? Like I feel like when we study older twin flames, we can kind of see these same stages that we went through. But I was definitely in that stage, group 2, where I wanted to like override the system. I wanted, um, when you're on the twin journey, I feel like it just goes pretty much the same. You're in a karmic relationship. The twin comes to awaken you so that you can, get out of that karmic cycle. And then we go into like dark night of the soul, and that's a pretty challenging and painful part of this journey, right? I feel like that's really dark night of the soul is why we connect as well as we do. So like everyone in here that's still hanging out and still watching this particular pick a card, it's like you've most likely went through dark night of the soul. And then it's like when we come out of Dark Night of the Soul, everything is gold, everything is light, everything is beautiful, right? Because we were down at the very bottom of that well. So it's like as we rise, it's that phoenix rising type of energy, and everything is just beautiful. But I feel like it's very possible for some of us, and I feel like this is what happened to me. Um, is when we do that, we get into this energy where we just feel invincible. It's like we've been through everything, nothing bad could ever happen to us again. And I think when we get to that stage, when we're coming out of Dark Night of the Soul, we can even start to sweep some of the things that we need to be doing under the rug. For me, it was shadow work. Like when I came out of Dark Night of the Soul, that's really when I should have started focusing more on the healing part of doing the things, right? You would think that you do that in Dark Night of the Soul, but Dark Night of the Soul is just the surrender part. But it's like after that, I feel like I should have done that. But instead, and I feel like that's if you go back and study other twins, that's what they do. They take this moment in time where they just spend by themselves and they work on their own healing, and then they move forward in their journey. And I was like, no, I don't need that time. Like I don't need to be by myself. I can totally go ahead and manifest my soulmate now. Please, por favor, you know what I mean? And I'm just going to move forward and skip this stage, skip this part. I was wrong about that. And I didn't want to admit that I was wrong about that. And so I continued to push down, I wouldn't say the wrong path because I say that, our journey is only one path. You can't really go down the wrong path. It just means that there was something else I needed to learn, right? And what I needed to learn was boundaries. We can love people unconditionally from afar, um, but I think that spirit had me go through that so that I could see that when there are red flags, I need to spot them and I need to enforce my boundaries. And I feel like that was definitely the lesson in that 3 years. Um, it just took me 3 years. I think it takes longer when we have a lot of pride, right? Like when we have a lot of pride and we don't want to admit like making a mistake. All right, so let's look at empathy. But this also tells me too, group 2. It's like you're gonna find someone now that matches, like their empathy will match yours, right? All right, so the Queen of Pentacles comes out. Look, there it is, just slow moving, slow moving. But Queen of Pentacles is like becoming your own resource. So this is pretty much what I just said. It's like you need to take time for you, group 2. And I know nobody wants to hear it, but I mean, it is what it is, right? Knight of Pentacles is here, and Knight of Pentacles is like take your time. But I also feel like there is someone coming in. It's just they're moving in slowly. I just want to say too, group 2, the Knight of Pentacles, I mean, you could have gotten any knight. There's 4 knights, right? But Knight of Pentacles is the lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. All right, so the Traveler card, we have the 7 of Wands. Fight for something, fight for something. I know it's about healthy boundaries. We've just seen it. But I feel like it's about fighting for something because it's work related, right? So we also get the 8 of Pentacles, and 8 of Pentacles is work, dedication, focus. So yeah, group 2, I feel like you're Probably you. So because it's the traveler card and it says move in a new direction, it tells me that you've been moving in the same direction, right? Or you've been in the same location, something like that. I feel like you're going to have to make big moves, and most likely because you've been in that same location, group two. A lot of times when we do something over and over and over for long periods of time, it becomes our comfort zone, right? And then we don't want to move out of that comfort zone. All right, let's look at patience. So patience is about your spiritual growth for 2024. I do feel like, again, it's like waiting for the offer, most likely waiting for this person. So group two, I feel like you're going to spend most of 2024 working on you, healing you, right? And maybe working on your pinnacles. Because I mean, you started out with the Queen of Pentacles, which is about becoming your own resource, right? Maybe like creating your own business. And then you also have the Eight of Pentacles, so it's like job, career, focus. All right, so let's see what's happening. All right, Page of Cups, small offer, small offer. Remember, pages are students, students. It could be that it's someone younger. And Four of Wands, that's the offer. So group two, we're looking at love, money, and spiritual growth. But I mean, clearly 2024 is focused on love, right? So it's the 1111 card. You could be trying to manifest this love. And it could even be like a return. It could definitely be a return. If it is a return, I feel like the patience card is here because it's possible that the person like they're still not ready. They're still not at this 11-11 stage, right? King of Cups is on the bottom. Group two, definitely trying to manifest the divine masculine, right? The King of Cups is a counselor, a mentor, a therapist, but it is my clue card for divine masculine. So I will say, it does look like a little bit of a repeated cycle. Okay, so here's the reason this is coming out. Ready? It's so I can tell you group two. Like if I'm talking to group two and you're like, yes, Rosa, I need to spend some time on me and I need to give all this love that I've been trying to give everyone else on me. Then that's your reading, right? But if you're like, man, I don't want to spend 2024 with just me. I want to manifest my divine masculine. I feel like there's a definitely like a caution here. Like this is not a knight and it's not a king. The knight was here and the king was on the bottom of the deck. So it's like that's the idea. That's what needs to happen. But it's like this person may still not be ready. Tarot is tarot. People think tarot predicts the future, y'all. Tarot. I'm going to tell you a secret. Ready? Tarot does not predict the future. Tarot we're reading energy. That's what tarot readers are doing, right? When we're reading cards, we're reading energy. Everything is energy. And so when you're doing something, it's like this energy has a trajectory and it's headed in a certain direction. That's really how we predict the future. That's what's happening here. So when we follow that trajectory, it's like this is likely to happen. This is the likely outcome. Well, let's see. I'm talking to this group too, and they're like, you know what, Rosa, you're right. I am not going to sit around and wait for this person that when they come in, they're still not ready, right? I'm going to just focus on me and my spiritual growth and my purpose. That's where the focus needs to be. But it's like then you change the trajectory, right? All right, let's look at the guidance. All right, a blessing to bring prosperity. So I just want to say Spirit is definitely telling you, group two, to focus on money, career, and purpose. All right, let's read it out of the book. Jelly Roll is on. The Need a Favor song. You guys know that song? All right, a blessing to bring prosperity. Group 2, a blessing for you so that you will always have enough to support you and see you thrive. Dearest friend, may there be more than what it is you need, yet always let you be appreciative of all the gifts you have been given. May the natural prosperity and gifts of each lesson be yours, the fullness and wide open arms of summer and its rich harvest. May the falling of the leaves of autumn bring you the urge to let go, bring in and do what must be done. Let the depths of winter bring to you the richness of the inner light and life, the cold reminding you of the great golden heart at the center of you, and allowing the spring bring to you the green shoot pushing through new beginnings. May there be plenty of adventures beyond your home and hearth. All right, group 2, I hope that was helpful. We're going to clean up and we're going to move to group 3. All right, so we all know that's my group. I always pick group 3. You're supposed to trust your intuition now. You're not supposed to pick the same one all the time. But the way I see it is like I pick the same one all the time, and then I just tell spirit, I'm like, I'm gonna pick group 3. So, can't believe it's December already, y'all. December. But I'm not like, I don't know. Some people seem like they're really unhappy that the year went by so fast. I'm not really unhappy about it. I'm really looking forward to January 2024. Pluto, y'all. Sandra says I picked number 5. Speaking of frequency, Sandra, did you check out my new the frequency video that I posted? I made a frequency music video. Miss L started teaching me about the frequency music. She started sending them to me in my email. And I started using them for everything. There was a little while there where I couldn't listen to music that had words in it. Just like spirit wouldn't allow it. I don't know. It was during Venus retrograde. It was like this period where it was like I had to just listen to music. And Miss L really helped me out a lot because she sent me so many of those frequencies. I do like the one frequency, so I think it's 111 actually. And then there's the 532 and the 428. Those are all my favorites. So they're just very calming, very like angelic sounding. So my the apps that I use, to do the video editing allows you to edit audio. It allows you to pull out, extract, put in, that type of stuff. So yeah, I totally made a 1111 frequency music. You can use it to meditate, manifest, healing. I mean, all the things. So it's posted over a channel on our YouTube channel under the videos tab, y'all. It wasn't a live, it was just a video that I uploaded. So I noticed that I didn't get a notification for it. So if you didn't get one, go check it out. But I made it short, 20 minutes. So if you're having trouble with meditating, just 20 minutes. You can spend 20 minutes, find 20 minutes just to listen to it quietly. I feel like it's definitely going to help a lot of us with our meditation, but we're really doing really well, all of us. I had a couple one-on-ones last week, and you guys were telling me about all your different meditation practices that you've started. I think it's so interesting how the whole world is starting to meditate at the same time, right? Talk about mass awakening. All right, let's do, hi, Amanda, Jenna, look at everybody coming in. All right, we're at group 3. So let's do 3509. 3509 for group 3. All right, so group 3, we're doing love, money, and spiritual growth. Love, money, and spiritual growth. Don't forget, y'all, I do offer this full spread. Of course, it's a full spread. It goes about 30 to 45 minutes long. This reading is exclusively over on our PLR, our new website. And you can find the link in the description box. For those of you that have made purchases on our new website, thank you so very much. All right, I'm starting out love for group 3. I feel like Spirit was trying to tell me that like group 2, I guess, should have been my love department, right? All right, so the trust card comes out, the trust card, and that's pretty interesting because I feel like Spirit has trust has been important for me this week too. All right, so it says you have a strong connection to your soul's loving voice and have faith in your intuition. You have a strong connection to your soul's loving voice and have faith in your intuition. It's definitely giving me like twin flame vibes, right? But on the bottom, we have individuality. You leave your unique stamp of love on everything you do. That's facts, right? Group 3. All right, let's look at money. So clearly something happening in the love department, and Spirit saying trust. Trust that there's a reason, that there's a purpose. It is going to have something to do with a connection for sure. All right, group 3, let's look at money. We have Hunter. Ooh, I love this. Track down your fears and desires. On the bottom was stand your ground, mountains. So you could feel like there are some challenging times in careers in 2024, but here's what I'm going to say. I feel like 2024 is definitely going to be like the year for PLR. The astrology just says so. But the Hunter card, track down your fears and desires, is like we definitely have some things that keep us stuck or keep us from moving forward as quickly as we probably could, right? For me, it's the camera. Like I can't stand having to have my face on the camera. I just can't stand it. But it definitely does better. Well, unless someone reports us, but that's another show anyway. But it normally does better when we do like face on the camera. So there is this thing like track down your fears, remove them, face them. That's the thing about fears. Hi, Angela, Starluva. I always like, I'm trying to remember who is who with all the names. You guys throw me off when you come in from like the different platforms, right? But yeah, I feel like something is like in our way, slowing us down, and it's like we have to face it. That's how you get over anything that you fear. You just face it, right? But I like that it says desires to group 3 because it's like, how bad do you want it, right? How bad do you want it? All right, let's do spiritual growth. We have the love card coming out. It's number 28 and it was in reverse. So the love card is really specific in the heal yourself reading card. She's actually holding this bottle of poison, and I do see the mirror. So most likely group 3, someone on a twin journey. But I feel like the spiritual growth is going to be removing the toxicity, right? Removing the toxicity. I feel like that's what Spirit's making me do. And again, I'm just going to say it because I feel like we just kind of need to touch on it. Just as a reminder, it's like you're removing the toxicity. But we need to make sure that we're not being like judgmental and we're not being like, oh, I'm removing the toxic thing that was bothering me because there's going to be toxicity within you also, right? Right, group 3, or you wouldn't have picked or chosen the toxic person. So it's like heal what's within you so that you can choose better, right? All right, so, and it could definitely have something to do with the twin journey. Let's look at the trust card. So it says, trust that you have a strong connection with your soul's loving voice. The 7 of Pentacles comes out. The 7 of Pentacles is the card that says you must be patient and the Three of Cups is here, and I heard it right away. I don't like it, but I'm just going to say it. And it's third party. So it's definitely this energy of trust that everything is happening for a reason. Group 3, your person could be like with learning tough karmic lessons, right? Learning tough karmic lessons. And when that situation is happening, you definitely want them to be learning those lessons elsewhere. All right, so track down your fears and desires was your money, career for 2024. You have Queen of Pentacles coming out. So it's like take control of the money situation, become your own resource. Again, I'm sensing masculine energy with that peacock. And then we have the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is Pisces energy. I did get this energy like there's something that's slowing you down. So the Hanged Man is like stuck in your head. And I mean, it could just be that. Like maybe you're just stuck in your head, group 3. You're overthinking things. Very possible. But I'm kind of getting this energy like if you don't track down the fear or if you don't face the fear, it's like you could potentially stay stuck, right? You have to take control of the thing that's causing you to slow down. All right, let's look at the love for higher self, spiritual growth. And this was in reverse when it came out. Remember, she's holding that bottle of poison. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it is like the toxicity has to be removed. The toxicity has to be removed. King of Swords comes out. It's about authenticity. It's about speaking truth. And then the Ten of Wands comes out. And the Ten of Wands is like heavy burdens on the shoulders, but it's exhaustion. It's like something has to come to, well, one, someone has to lay the burdens down. And we've seen a lot of masculine energy, so most likely that's what has to lay the burdens down. But yeah, we have Eight of Swords on the bottom, self-restriction energy. Group 3, be cautious that you're not trying to become like a martyr. Be cautious that you're not trying to carry someone else's weight. That could definitely have been the lesson here, and that could be why it came out in reverse. Speak truth, stay authentic. I want to come out here every day and be like, let me tell you about this a-hole that did this thing to me, right? But like, where would that get us, right? It's like we have to understand like what our role was. We have to be authentic about it, speak honestly about it, right? But we don't have to necessarily like be the martyr. We don't have to be like, oh, they were innocent, right? All right, let's do guidance from Blessed Be. A blessing on a battle that cannot be avoided. A blessing on a battle that cannot be avoided. It's going to be number 20. 29. A blessing to help you through a conflict that must be faced with courage and compassion for all involved. Battles in our lives are not always the way we have seen them depicted. They may not be a fight or a confrontation or the clash of swords swinging. Most of us do not want the battle. We want the peace. I definitely agree with that. And to talk and parlay our way through the differences and the difficulties within our lives. Many times we may walk away knowing that the battle will bring more damage than we can face. And at other times we must walk through the fires of confrontation and go into a battle we did not want, but which can no longer be avoided. So this is a blessing on those who are to face a battle they wished was not theirs to fight, but has become clear that they have no choice but to confront, to bring out their arms, and to fight. It might be with the law, it might be with wits, it might be through speaking your truth, and it may be by refusing to accept what another has determined is enough for you. It may be with a challenge or a condition or an injustice or cruelty. Whatever the nature and form of the battle before you, accept now this blessing upon you for your courage, for your reluctance to bring aggression into the world, for your refusal to run, for your determination to see this story through, and for the belief you now have in yourself and whatever cause it is that you now stand up for. Group 3. Beautiful. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful. If you're on this journey with me, it's definitely a battle, right? Michelle, I love the message of the last card. Yes, that was beautiful, right? I always feel like we're warriors, definitely warriors, armored up for sure. Y'all, I'm struggling with this bait. I'm so ready to put it down. I'm just nervous because I feel like it's going to be a rough day for anyone that's around me. All right, I'm getting to group 4, I promise. I'm time-stamping them, so if you guys watch the replay, timestamps will be in the description box. But I gotta get some of my tea. Sweet tangerine. It's so good. I don't need any sugar, honey, nothing. Oh my gosh. All right, group 4. Let's do 4753. All right, group 4, love, money, and spiritual growth. All right, group 4, patience comes out and cooperation is on the bottom. So patience says you are able to let the universal energy of transformation move according to its own loving rhythm. There's a song on Heartbroken. She said, like I never had my heart broken. So I feel like group 4 is going to be someone that 2023 you had your heart broken. And that's why Spirit's saying be patient. All right, let's look at money, careers, 2024, group 4. You have Spirit Fox. Trust your talents in changing times. Trust your talents in changing times. There's something about the fox, like being slick or sly. Again, it could be like being able to spot the red flags. It could be about trusting your intuition. All right. Spiritual growth 2024 for group 4. We have the letting go card coming out, and it's number 26. All right, let's use a little Triple Goddess Tarot. So the Two of Wands was flipped over, and Two of Wands is going to be an important decision needs to be made. An important decision needs to be made. It could also have something to do with high expectations. All right, let's look at that Patience card. You are able to let the universal energy of transformation move according to its own rhythm. So I'm getting this energy of like, you don't want to try to manipulate anything. You don't want to try to rush anything. Try not to be reckless with the love energy. It's almost like spirit is putting something together for you. Yeah, look at that. Nine of Wands comes out. Big confirmation. So Nine of Wands, see how she's like kind of tending to her garden. Nine of Wands is could be some stubborn energy too. Like you could be having some conversations with spirit about the love situation, group 4. But it does say like keep doing what you're doing, keep tending to this garden. It is the 9, so remember 10 is completion. There's 10 people total watching, so it is like this energy of like you're almost coming full circle, you're almost to the end of something. Group 4, you probably spent 2023. So I felt that broken heart at the beginning, and we were listening to the song, right? So it's like you most likely experienced some broken heart, and I would say like early 2023. And so you spent most of 2023 healing, taking care of yourself, taking care of that garden, right? All right, let's look at Spirit Box. Trust your talents in changing times. We have the Four of Wands coming out. Four of Wands, 11, and financial foundation, financial security. But I want to say, I'm getting this energy that you're manifesting. You're manifesting. That was the sly or the slick that I was getting. You're bringing something in. You're calling something in. Trust your intuition that it's coming. I feel like you already sense that it's coming. Here we are, December 2nd, right? 2023. So it's like you already sense that this is coming. Should we do a 2024 card pull for everyone at the end? What do you think? Out of the Blessed Bee Oracle. All right, let's look at letting go. I want to see what is it that you're having to let go of, group 4. All right, so 8 of Swords comes out. So the higher self or the spiritual growth is not about letting go of a person or a job or anything like that. It's going to be letting go of the idea that you yourself can't do something or that you need someone else around you to be able to do it, because we have the 8 of Swords. And this is 8 of Swords. I picked the Triple Goddess Tarot right before we started. So this is 8 of Swords, Triple Goddess Tarot. It's like this energy that like, so 8 of Swords is self-restriction, but in the Triple Goddess Tarot, it's like breaking out. And it's not just breaking out, it's like he's using all his senses. So it's like his hands are open, they're not bound. He's feeling, he's smelling, he's seeing, he's looking, he's doing all the things, right? But it's about like using all your senses to break free from a self-restriction. So you're letting go of the idea that you can't do something or that you needed someone else to do something. All right, group 4, let's do guidance, Blessed Bee. All right, we have a blessing on your health. See, money health, physical health. Let's look at number 9. A blessing to inspire the blossoming of great good health within your life. May you, friend, be blessed with the rising of your own personal vitality. May life force flow into every cell of your body, inhibiting each fully with the desire for life and the yearning for the full feeling of all that is here for you to experience. May the cells in the blood sing their song with joy at being here, and may your bones be strong and whole, densely knitted in the joints to keep you upright. Even moving into the next step, a dance of love for the feeling of the world. May the muscles take shape and move with your form, and may there be flexibility and the great gift of movement for you. May your organs do their holy work, and may the health of the mind, curious yet peaceful, awakened yet restored, be yours. May the energy that belongs to the heel be yours, and may your every footstep bring a little more vitality, a little more joy and movement, a little more of a blessing to simply be here and in such good health. May you know peace within the temple of the body, and may a revival of energy be yours, like that of spring after winter, so you have a spirit shining with good health, the energy all about you radiant, and an auroric field filled with wellness, a field of energy you can drink from and renew yourself each day and night of this lifetime. All right, group 4. I hope that was helpful. All right, last one, guys, group 5. And then I think we're going to do a card pull, right? Did we see some? Yes, I see. I see. All right. Sandra says, I picked group 5. All right, group 5. Let's do 5844. All right, so remember, love, money, and spiritual growth. Love, money, and spiritual growth. Michelle, I posted a twin flame current energy yesterday. Did you get a chance to watch that? There was a couple of you that came to mind when I was doing that reading. All right, here we go. Group 5, love. We have the respect card coming out, forgiveness on the bottom. You value everyone's unique perspective on the path to love. I feel like it's very possible that group 5, you could have wanted someone to do something your way. And it's like, I don't know, for some reason, it's like you don't need them to do it your way anymore. And you even have respect for the way that they want to do it. But it's like your goal now is to be with someone that has the same, like someone who's on the same path with you. So in other words, there was someone that wasn't on the path with you. They were taking a different path. This could be energies that like grew apart, right? That's kind of the energies that I'm getting. Like maybe you started together down the path and then the energies grow apart over time. And it's like now you have respect for that person, like they're going on their path, whatever, only good energies for them, but it's like you understand it. And now you want to find someone that has, again, like minds, that has the same idea, the same trajectory, that's taking the same path, right? All right, so let's look at career, money for 2024. The moon card, take a note of intuitive messages. And are you ready? Star ancestors on the bottom. Follow the voice of your soul. Group 5, you're going to start to follow your purpose. And it's your purpose that brings in your income. Welcome to my world. All right. Let's do spiritual growth. And I just want to say, because the moon card is here and it's intuition, it's telling me that you already know this. Group 5, you already know this. You may even be starting to get some of the hows. How. All right, spiritual growth. We have temptation coming out. Temptation. How interesting. I'm going to have to pull some tarot for that. Let's pull some elemental wisdom. I wanted to pull them earlier. I grabbed the triple goddess tarot. Sandra gifted me the elemental wisdom. Pooja, it's 9:30. All right, the respect card. The devil comes out in reverse. 9 of Swords comes out. This is processing trauma. You're starting to see why this person may have acted a certain way. Or this could be about you, group 5. Like, what if you're showing, like, what if you have more respect for yourself because you went through something that's traumatic and you're facing it instead of trying to like sweep it under the rug? You're facing it because you don't want to be bound to that energy anymore. This could almost be like, I'm forgiving you because I know that it helps me, right? It's that type of energy. Remember, the devil came out in reverse, so it's like no longer bound. And it's interesting because this is the devil, where normally there's 2 people bound, and elemental wisdom is just the one. So it's like you've broken those those binds, those bounds by doing the shadow work, by processing the trauma, by dealing with the thing that you may have ignored for a long time. But it's like, you know that by doing this, it's opening up other things, right? So it's like your intuition is telling you that healing this is healing other energies also, right? Or other parts of your life, I guess I should say. Look at Twitch coming in. Hello. Don't forget, guys, 3 different platforms all at the same time: Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. All right, let's look at that moon card. Hang around, guys. I'm going to do a card pull right after this reading. Everyone can get a 2024 card pull. All right, so we have the Magician. You're manifesting it. Group 5, look at you go. And the 5 of Swords, but also came out in reverse. So it's like you probably struggled in 2023 with negative thinking. I'm going to say at the beginning of the year, because towards the end of the year, you're overcoming it, because come 2024, the negative thinking, the 5 of Swords came out in reverse. So it's like the negative thinking is no longer your problem. The Magician is a major arcana. It's like you've stepped into your power and calling it forth, calling it to you, right? All right, let's look at temptation. So temptation is spiritual growth. I want you to look at the picture. Do you see the man in the corner? It's like someone from your past So if that's the case, then that means whatever you're healing from here was a cycle. In other words, it went like repeated over and over and over until you finally broke it. It's like the spiritual growth that you're having is you're overcoming the temptation to like ever repeat that cycle again. I feel like we're all kind of getting here, right? It's this energy of like we're tired of learning the same lesson. So it's like we're, you know, not doing that anymore. My day was really good, really good. I can't see the name on there. I see the 80. But thank you for asking, Twitch. All right, let's look at temptation. I do feel like you're overcoming the temptation to repeat a cycle. King of Cups comes out in reverse. And remember, King of Cups, counselor, mentor. I just seen the Three of Cups. Three of Cups could be third party. I'm totally taking it. Yeah, it was bottom of the deck. And now we have Page of Coins. I mean, I'm so sorry. Page of Cups. We all know this is the I'm sorry card. So I think the temptation is this person who may not have been unconditionally loving, right? Could definitely try to like work their way around, especially group 5. If you clear this situation here and start bringing these blessings towards you, could definitely bring that energy back around. And although you have respect for them, whether it's for them or for yourself or moving away, it's like you're not going to allow this energy back in. It's almost like you see it clearly, bottom of the deck. All right. You can respect someone and love them unconditionally and not repeat toxic, unhealthy cycles with them, right? Miley Cyrus, Jaded is playing. All right, group 5, guidance 2024, a blessing for the right words. On the bottom, a blessing on your love. All right, let's read a blessing for the right words. I feel like you're going to need it in this situation. All right, it's number 26. A blessing for apt speech, to call to your lips the right words that speak simply and clearly and find their mark. May the words that fall from your lips be blessed, friend. In times when we must speak of difficult things, it can be a great challenge to conjure up the words that best express our feelings and intent without causing offense or harm to another. We struggle sometimes with this balance, and in doing so, our words may be watered down, lost in the desire to appease and the wish to do no harm. But with the blessing, there will be words that come to find you without effort, the words alight by the fires of inspiration, and they will flow from your mind to your mouth and be heard fully and fairly. May you be blessed this day with the speech of good sense, the conversation that clears and clarifies, and most of all, the words that will be heard by those who need to understand and to listen. I'm going to keep going and reading it, but I'm definitely getting a channel message. So here's the message I'm receiving, okay? The thing that you know, your intuition that's growing with your career, the thing that you're manifesting, it needs words. You're going to have to speak words, and that could be causing you fear. It could be slowing you down or keeping you from doing something. This blessing is for this situation. All right, may you be blessed with the words that stir hearts, that make friends of minds that once were firm against yours. May your words like water seep their way into the cracks of the stone and work their magic of transformation within. Your words are spells, and their magic can take time, but with apt speech that you are blessed with this day, doors of understanding open up between you and others, and where you once fell silent, you will speak up. Where you once faltered and shied away from the difficult things that must be said, you will rise and flow through this challenge and embrace the opportunity to give voice to the darkness. Where once you let others speak and heard only your own words in your mind, you will now hear them from out in the world and know that you have used your words as others used weapons, but it is not for the battle, rather for courage and understanding. May you find ways to cut through the falsehoods that others and their words can weave about you. Let your words be songs of praise as they flow from the gift of speech you have been blessed with. May you no longer stay quiet, friend, for you have been blessed with the power of right speech, and it will serve you well each time you sing out your truth. Blessed be. Have mercy, the goosebumps. All right, group 5. I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that was helpful. Sandra, I try really hard on watching what I say. I think we're done with that. I think we're done with that. Me and Christina were talking about that earlier. People are calling people out on their crap, and they're not thinking twice about it anymore. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that, y'all. That's what boundaries are. Enforcement of boundaries means that you're going to have to call people out on their crap. That's how you enforce your boundaries. But everyone is doing it. And you know what's going to happen? It's going to make for a better world. People are going to start taking, realizing that they can't just keep dishing it out, right? Because people are going to call them out on it. And I don't, again, like I don't see anything wrong with that. You can call people out on their issues compassionately. Like you don't have to cuss someone out to tell them that they're doing wrong, right? You can just point it out and then move about your way. But I think more people are starting to do it, and I think that it's definitely like something to do with our own self-worth and our own self-respect, right? And I love it because that's me over here. And everybody's like, oh my gosh, Rosa, you're so mean. Okay. Well, now the whole world is getting rosified. So I'm just saying, if you're out there doing things that need to be called out, well, maybe you shouldn't do those things, right? All right. I'm just getting all the cards together. And we are going to use the Blessed Be Oracle. We all are, Sandra. We all are. I talked about boundaries for 3 years, and I'm just now really enforcing my boundaries. All right, let's see. List for 2024. Amanda, Michelle, Angela, Sandra, Vanessa, Pooja, Diana, and Daniela. There's a new person I didn't see. Daniela. Francis. Oh. All right. All right, let's go ahead and close it right there. So let me grab that thing real quick. And no questions, guys. I'm just going to pull one card, just a simple card pull. But here's what I'm going to say. Like Daniela has a question. When I get to you, Spirit knows what you're going to ask before you ask it. I promise. So it's like you just want to think about your question, keep your question at the front of your mind. And when I get to you, we'll pull the card. And like I said, most likely Spirit knows what you want to ask, and hopefully will answer your question. All right. All right, Amanda is first. Amanda is first. And I'm just going to go through them. All right, guys. Twitch, let me know if you're still there. I got moderators on YouTube and Facebook, but I don't have anybody on Twitch right now. So if you do want a card pull, let me know and we will add you to the list. Lulu, long time no see. All right, here we go. Thank you, Amanda. I'm not going to click on them. You guys know who I'm talking to. All right, here it comes, Amanda. A blessing for peace of mind. A blessing for peace of mind. All right, I wasn't going to read it out of the book, but there is like one little quote in each for each one. So I'm going to read each little quote, okay? So it's 52. Wrong. 32. All right, so it's 32. A blessing to help soothe the mind at storm with itself and bring about calm and peace once again. All right, Amanda, I hope that was helpful. All right, Michelle, are you ready? A blessing to shield and safeguard you. A blessing to shield and safeguard you. It's number 45. A traditional protective blessing from the Kamina Kadelic, a collection of traditional Celtic blessings to entwine the forces of the ancient guardians with the needs of your day, bringing back to life the sacred ways so that your day returns to magic and takes on the shape of the divine. I love it. All right, Michelle, I hope that was helpful. All right, Angela. Angela is next. Don't forget, guys, tomorrow night, Sunday night, we have astrology report. And I'm going to be doing 12/12 portal readings tomorrow night. 12/12 portal readings. All right, Angela, here we go. A blessing of the waters, and it's number 4. A blessing of the waters. A blessing to bring in the powers of the waters to cleanse and purify, rebirth and restore you. All right, I hope that was helpful. Sandra is next. A blessing on your love, and it's number 17. A blessing on the discovery of the affinity of one soul for another. A blessing on the discovery of the affinity of one soul for another. I'm going to show you the book because, I mean, can you see it? Can't make it up, Sandra. Can't make it up. All right, Vanessa. Vanessa is next. Vanessa. Here we go. A blessing for those who are nearing their final breath, and it's number 43. Vanessa, do you have mediumship abilities? A blessing for the dying, for those who are near to passing, and for those who will tend to their passing. So that's your part right there, Vanessa. I want to show you. I heard it. This is one of my least favorite cards. But it has very important meaning, important meanings. And I heard the word mediumship as soon as I turned it over. So a blessing for the dying, for those who are near to passing, and for those who will tend to their passing, for those who will tend to their passing. So it's going to be someone around you. And I feel like it's going to be, I saw mediumship, so I'm getting like an older person. All right, Vanessa. I just want to say, if you're on this journey, on this very specific twin flame journey, I have noticed that mediumship is it's like almost like it's one comes with the other. I do believe it's so that we can communicate with our ancestors. That's just my personal Rosa opinion. Oh, thank you guys. I didn't see your thank yous. I see you now, Michelle, Starluba. I love you, ladies. All right, Pooja. Pooja is next. Vanessa, the card we saw just now, I saw that card right before a friend of mine passed away. And I knew he was sick, and I knew he was going to pass away. But I will say that I feel like ever since his passing, my mediumship abilities have just soared. I don't know. It just took off, right? I know. Remember, when you're on this very specific journey, you are highly, highly protected. And the only way I can prove that to you is tell you to think back about all the things. I see it in my daily life every day. Sometimes I'm in a car, I'm in a vehicle, I'm on the interstate. I see it every single day. It's like we're just highly, highly protected. But mediumship is going to be important, Vanessa. Mediumship. It means you either have someone close to you that is going to pass to the other side, and you'll be able to communicate with them, or there's someone on the other side already wanting to communicate with you. That is very possible too. All right, Pooja, here we go. A blessing on a friendship, and it's number 14. A blessing for a friendship where your best self is given permission to emerge and grow, and where mutual love is shared in good times and in bad. All right, Pooja, I hope that was helpful. Diana is next. A blessing on your intuition, and it's number 8. 8 is the number of infinity, and I'm hearing the word abundance. All right, number 8. A blessing to create a trusting relationship with your own inner guidance. A blessing to create a trusting relationship with your own inner guidance. All right, Diana, I hope that was helpful. All right, last one, Daniela. So remember, think about your question. Oh, okay, Sandra, no worries, no worries. Oh, thank you, Diana. All right, Daniela, a blessing on your family, and it's number 15. It says, a blessing to bring those who you are most closely connected with to invoke the healing powers of relationship where love is the motivating force that binds each to the other. A blessing to bring those who are most closely connected with to invoke the healing powers of relationship where love is the motivating force that binds each to the other. All right, I hope that was helpful. Yes, guys, the Blessed Be Oracle. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for participating. I love you all. Vanessa, don't be scared. It just means you have some powerful abilities you're fixing to tap into. I will say that when I tapped into them, I was a little nervous myself, but now it brings me great comfort because I know that I'm being guided and I know that I'm highly, highly protected, right? All right, guys, don't forget, tomorrow night we're going to be doing the astrology report, and we are looking at the week that has the 12-12 portal. So that is what we're going to focus on all next week. Oh, thank you, Daniela. Make sure you hit that subscribe button for me. But tomorrow night, free readings, free 12-12 portal readings. So I hope to see all of y'all there. I am always, always sending all of you abundant love and light on your journey. Have a good night, everyone.